I wrote to Warren Buffett because he's my hero, and I believe if you get around people in whatever way you tend to get some of their good vibes that rub off on you and build up your understanding of the world. Hey guys, I just wanted to share a little office tour, just a small part of my office. I have this picture here quite inconspicuously. This is my favorite book on business called The Snowball. It's the official autobiography of Warren Buffett and the business of life. The guy's a real hero of mine. I think it's very important to have heroes, and I'll share a little bit more about some of mine later. But just inconspicuously here, there's a letter. Dear Mr. Kelly, thank you for your nice letter and the books. This is July 26, 2005. I'm returning the book you requested to be autographed. I wrote to Warren Buffett because he's my hero, and I believe if you get around people in whatever way you can, even if it's remote by letter, you tend to get some of their good vibes that rub off on you and build up your understanding of the world. So I wrote to Warren and I asked him, I read this book in 1997 and it really profoundly influenced my way of looking at the world, especially business. And I said, would there be any chance that you could sign that book and send it back to me in this reply paid envelope? Now here is a man who at that time was the richest or second richest man in the world, still is. I think at that time he was second to Warren Buffett. And so you could expect that he'd be very self-important and obviously very busy. He wouldn't have any time for some young guy from the other side of the world. But sure enough, a couple of weeks later, the book came back signed with a beautiful letter thanking me for writing to him. I had asked him whether he would let me interview him for the book that I was writing, and he was so gracious to say, however, I can't help you on your other request. I'm cooperating with Alice Schroeder, who ended up writing this book. She was paid the largest advance at that time in US history. It was announced about a year after I wrote this letter, $12 million to write this book. So I'm cooperating with Alice Schroeder, who's working on a book about me, and therefore I regularly have to decline interviews from other authors. This is so special to me. It's just a small thing, but it underlined one thing. If I meet you and you're unfriendly or self-important, I always think in my mind, well, I was polite to Warren Buffett and he was polite and in fact incredibly generous to me. So who the hell are you? It's a good message to all of us and something I try to remember every day. Have a great day.